Hello everyone, I'm here with IGCSE 0500 past papers of 2021 series. In this video, I will cover only question number 1, which further carries 5 parts. This question can be solved by reading text 1. There are a few things that you must keep in mind while attempting your paper, like the keywords at the start of every question and the marks awarded for the answer. You know, Cambridge exams test your reading skill. If there is only 1 mark answer, it means you are supposed to be precise by giving a direct answer taken from the text. Let me start by reading the title of the text, A. Then question of part A, and the last step would be to look for an appropriate choice. In my video, I won't read the text as a whole because what I have figured out while attempting different parts of the question 1 of reading paper, and that is you will be reading the whole text but in chunks. So let's see how this idea works here. First, the title of the text is Top Tips for Travel Writing. The title suggests some tips for or techniques to the audience, and the audience of the text would be the people who wants to choose travel writing as a career. Now we read the question of part A. Give the example used by the instructor. Example used by the instructor to teach the value of a good opening to an article according to the text. It means we need an example of a good opening to an article. So it is 1 mark. It is a 1 mark answer. So we are looking for some explicit or direct answer from the text. Let me read the relevant extract now. This text is an online article giving advice from the editor of the website to people thinking of career in travel writing. Don't worry, said the stall holder. The snake around your daughter's neck is not venomous. That was the example my instructor used when he taught us the immense value of good opening to an article. So we were looking for this thing, good opening and example. What was the example? This was the example. So this opening is the answer to part A. So you're writing this whole, so this one over here. You write this full over here, right? Now we move on to part B, using your own words. Explain what the text means by immense value and diverse destinations. Here, you are not supposed to use the same words of the text. So you will use synonyms here. There are 2 strands here, 2 strands or chunks here, immense and value. There are 2 things to be explained. So that needs to be decoded, and there are 2 marks. Look at the marks here given for this question. There are 2 marks awarded for this answer. So it means writing only one answer for the 2 strands will put you in trouble. So you need to solve both strands by using synonyms. It is obvious that you may not know the meanings of all the words used in the text. Then what is the strategy? You are supposed to guess the meaning of the given phrase by reading the given line numbers like this. Line numbers are also given here. So for example, here your answer are hidden in line 3 and line 5. Let me read the lines for you. This is line 1, line 2, line 3. That was the example my instructor used when he taught us the immense value. The same phrase is hidden here. Of a good opening to an article, and what is line number 5? This is 3, 4, and 5. This one is line 5. Okay, let me read complete sentence now. The immense value of a good opening to an article. My instructor is the travel editor for a national newspaper. Since 2000, he has written about, we're looking for this diverse destinations now, and been hopelessly lost in diverse destinations on 6 continents. Okay, after reading these lines, our next task is to think of all the possible synonyms for the given phrase. For example, the word immense. Okay, the word immense means great. It can mean huge, enormous, or extreme, or massive, right? So these are all the possible synonyms, or if you can think of more, you can just write down here as a brainstorming. And then we're looking for value. We're looking for the synonyms for the word value. What does value mean? Value means importance, right? Value means worth. Value means advantage. Value means significance. And value means benefit. If you think of more, you can just you can add to this list. Okay, what should be your next step now? Here I would like to give you a tip. Don't write the synonyms that you think of at your first thought. Give it a second thought, because all the Cambridge candidates may be thinking the same way. So you need to give a unique answer here. You can say huge importance, or you can say great advantage. It means you are just responding to both strands. Okay. Now the second phrase is diverse destinations. Diverse means different. Diverse means various. Diverse means multiple. Diverse means distinct, right? So these are all the possible, which I can think of right now. These are all the possible synonyms here. So the next strand is destination. What does destination mean? It means places. It's a first thought that it means places. Then it means locations, and it means spots. So you can think of something for two strands. You can say distinct spots. You can say multiple locations. So think of some unique answer. Now we go to part C of question 1. Let me read the question first. Reread paragraph 3, having quit till that conference. Give 2 ways. Now they're asking, give 2 ways in which attending the conference changed the writer. So look at the marks given. There are 2 marks here. It means here we're looking for 2 ways that change the writer, right? So 2 ways means 2 marks. Now we read the given extract. Okay, having quit my job in software design to become a travel blogger and edit this website, I was attending a travel writing conference he was running. I wanted to improve. What we are looking for, 2 ways in which attending the conference changed the writer. Improve the writing on my blog. Okay, my writing has improved, but I didn't anticipate. Anticipate means expect. How much that conference would affect my role as an editor. So he was looking for some ways that could change him as an editor as well. If you have sent me an article and I have rejected it, it was probably because of something I learned at that conference. Okay, what are the 2 ways? So it means writing improved, and it means editing improved as well. So we can say that he improved himself as an editor. Part D again has 2 parts, right? 2 parts, 1 and 2. Okay. The first part asks you to identify 2 mistakes made by the writer of unsuccessful articles. So reread paragraph 4 and 5. First, we are going to read paragraph 4 for this question and paragraph 5 for the other question, other part of this question. So identify 2 mistakes means the first part asks you to identify, which is again an explicit understanding of the question, because 2 marks are given here. So it means you're looking for only 2 mistakes. Let me read the given extract first. Writers of the unsuccessful article submitted to me seem to think that they need extra padding at the beginning that goes something like, padding means you're writing irrelevant words, means starting with something which is not relevant. Travel is wonderful. We should all travel. I mean, this line should not be included in an article that You are saying to others that travel is wonderful. That means it is wonderful. That's why it makes you write something. Get to the point. So what writer says, get to the point. Start with the main thing. The articles I hate the most begin or plane landed in. If the most interesting portion of your trip is the plane landing and collecting your luggage, then okay, start your story that way. Arguably, though, if this really is the most interesting portion of your trip, you'd better off staying at home. It means this is not the main thing. This is not the only thing you're writing for, that you're collecting your luggage and you start and mean you sit in the plane. And there's something more which you have seen and you want the audience know this thing. So what do you do here? So what is a mistake? First mistake would be one can be using unnecessary details at the start. Means when you are writing an article, you should not start the article with unnecessary details. This is one of the mistakes that writer does. And the second question and second mistake is it can be starting with the boring part of the trip. Means you should start with some interesting part so that would hook the reader's attention. Next question is explain why people like to read good travel writing according to the text. It carries 3 marks here. See, it carries 3 marks. It means we're looking for 3 points from the text. We need to read paragraph 5 now. Paragraph 5, good travel writing transports people. It celebrates the differences in manners and customs around the world, helping readers to understand other people and places. It helps readers plan their own trips and avoid costly mistakes while traveling. Most of all, readers get to experience those far off destinations that they may never visit. So one point can be understanding other people and places, or another point can be planning your own trip. Okay, I just right here. Okay, one point maybe understanding other people and places, you may say. And okay, the next point can be planning your own trip. Okay, third point can be avoiding serious mistakes. And another point can be experiencing places they may never get a chance to visit. So these are some of the points that you may choose from. You're supposed to point out only 3 points here. Now, the last part of the question 1 is using your own words. Okay, here again, you are not supposed to use the same wordings as the text, and 3 marks here means 3 points from the text. Let me read paragraph 6 and 7 for you. I should point out, while I'm encouraging others to pursue their career in travel writing, that it was also at that conference that I decided to return to working in software design. It means the writer must be software designer. So sitting in a room full of travel writers who were describing how difficult it is to make a living, how difficult it is to make a living, persuaded me to keep it strictly as a hobby. But if you have the desire to travel and the savings, I can recommend that annual conference, which my good friend runs every August. First, the writer is not a professional writer, right? He is, as it is said here in the text, he's a software designer. Second thing is conferences. So we are looking for the ways why people might not accept the writer's advice, okay? We are looking for these points which show that audience might not accept his advice. And we are using our own words here. 2 things, just keep in mind. Second thing is, one thing is this one, that it is that the writer was not a professional writer. And second thing is conferences. It is something about conferences, right? So conferences put people off because they are not free, or they are crowded with people who complain. And third is due to its hard earning, how difficult it is, okay? So third point can be is due to the hard earning as a tribal writer. That is all about question 1 of March 2021 past paper. I'll make another video on question 1 of another paper of 2021 series. Keep watching and bye for now.